So this lesson introduces light and color and how color plays the role of light. Okay, we learned about hot and cold colors, right? And so in this exercise, we're going to use hot colors as the light energy and the cool colors to harness the object. Okay, so the hot colors are represented here as the light energy. Okay, and we're going to use this, we're going to follow this template, and we're going to use complementary colors. In other words, yellow and violet will be in one composition here, yellow being the light energy, and then violet being the cool color harnessing the light, and the violet being the complementary color to yellow, and so forth. And then we'll use orange and blue, okay, and red and green. So the first thing we need to do is we would like to break up the page into 6 areas, okay, and we're going to use this template and transfer it onto the page. We'll need all our materials here, right? Paper towels, brushes, watercolor, paper, and what we're going to do is we're going to tape down the piece of paper and create 6 areas, right, for our studies, right? So the colors are going to play a role. The hot colors and the cool colors are going to play their role in developing these images. Try to get it nice and straight and square to the page, right? Okay, kind of by eye here, a little bit. I'm a little high with that, with this middle tape. Okay, lowered it down a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. And so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to transfer this line art into our areas, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use that as a guide. So here's the technique for transferring the line art there. Okay, so I'm going to take a number 2 pencil. I turned over my template, and I'm going to put a generous layer of this graphite. As you can see, you can, if you lay down the template on the white surface, the line, you can see the line through. And the best thing I'm going to do the best I can to apply a generous amount of graphite. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this template over, retrace it, and it should transfer a nice light line so we can follow it in our image development. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over, try to center it nicely in that space, and then I'll take a slightly harder drawing utensil like a pen and trace out as best I can along this line. And this will the pressure. You got to put a little bit of pressure here to ensure that the graphite transfers to the underside. So there you see, perfect. Next one, I can apply a little bit more graphite from the pencil. Right. Turn it over. Try to center it nicely. Okay. Retrace it and do this 6 times. Okay, there's another one. Perfect. Can replenish the graphite a little bit. So we get a nice transfer. Going to locate it once again. Right? Perfect. Do another one. Again, I'm going to try to make it nice and neat, centered. And retrace. Oops. Oh, a little bit there. And the transfer should be nice and light. It doesn't have to be heavy-handed, right? Because you don't want it to overpower your rendering. Okay. Okay, and again, I'm going to retrace it, pushing pretty hard, right, to ensure that the graphite transfers. Okay. Perfect. Okay. There's plenty there to transfer. Okay. And so this gives you 6 opportunities to practice the rendering of the sphere, right? Perfect. There we go. So take your time and develop that. Now, this side of the template, okay, is a reference to the values that you're going to try to duplicate with the color, all right? The hot color being the light energy and the cool color, okay, harnessing that light energy, and your darkest areas are underneath the sphere there, right? There's a gradient here from probably about 50% down to 10 or 15, right? You have a soft edge, shadow core, reflected light, and cast shadow, right? And notice the shadow is sharp closer to the sphere here, and then it dissipates and gets soft. So all these graphic characteristics are essential to creating an effective image. Okay, so that's the first part of this lesson.